Here now what you got to do is keep the elbow straight and turn your hand palm up. Not bad, he's pretty good there. Now you have to lift it off the ground. Okay. So, this test, everybody's laughing at it. So, the shoulder position that's the strongest, and I was just talking about this, is actually what's called the closed pack position, which is when the shoulder's back, okay? When the shoulder gets pulled forward out of position, it's actually a lot weaker. So the shoulder sits in the socket like this, and if your shoulder's pulled forward, everything becomes stretched and tight, and it doesn't have enough room to sort of move around, because all the ligaments, muscles have been taking the slack out of them, so they can't rotate fully. So you lose a lot of rotational ability, you lose that ability to sort of roll upwards a lot. So a lot of the time when we're doing this, a lot of the time people are like, oh, they're pretty even each side. And I sort of point out which side was a little bit more forward, and that one's the one we want to work on more, because we want the shoulder to be nice and pinned backwards, because that's in its strongest position, okay? And that's going to be more effective when we start to internally rotate. More effective because when we internally rotate, if you don't have internal rotation, what happens is the shoulder starts to roll forward, okay? So what we're going to teach him for Reed is we're actually going to retest him after. We're going to put him in the closed. Basically, we're just going to give him this cowbell, just hold. This is your left side, right? Perfect. Good. So lock out the elbow, hold it right there. So what we want to see is that there's no daylight underneath his shoulder. So we're going to get him to start working the capsule and relaxing. So what you're going to do is actually just reach up to the ceiling as far as you can, and then slam the shoulder back into the ground. Let it relax. Perfect. Good. Yep. Up, down. Good. Let it sink in. Perfect. Now this time, just let it sink. Yep. Good. We got a little bit more, and you're just going to start rotating it. Yep. And just rotate it at the bottom. Yep. So we're going to start getting that rotation. Yeah, don't worry about the reaching now, just keep rotating back and forth. So keep it there, just rotate that back and forth. Yeah. And so we're going to get, now we've put that shoulder socket back further in, and now we're just rotating it and stretching the actual capsule to allow him to get a little bit more rotation at his end range. So we already knew he was pretty decent, so I'm not expecting like huge changes, but there's going to be definitely somebody out here that you'll notice a difference. Well, the difference we may actually see is we've sucked that shoulder back in the socket. He may actually be able to lift it here. Maybe. Here, reach out as far as you can. Elbow straight, good. Turn the palm over. Nice, that looks a bit easier. Now let's see if we can lift. A glimmer of hope. So we haven't even really done anything to here, but now we've just put his shoulder in a better position. It's more optimal, so it's not having to work as hard.